What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, man. It's your boy YonYonTV, and I'm gonna drop another banger. So I recorded this video 9 months ago. All right, I recorded it in July. All right, so it's about to be a year. Just started, like, the views and shit just started going up a little bit, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be watching my shit. I'll be checking up on my videos and shit. And I'm gonna just put y'all up on game. Whatever videos y'all got and it do the most numbers, just do more videos like that. That's how you know what you need to do on YouTube. I don't know. That's what I figured. So I'm like, okay, I got damn 2.6K views. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking some dope. Finna smoke some more dope. No, I did not roll this. I do not know how to roll. Don't ask me did I roll this or I don't roll. Alright, I don't do that shit. I had somebody roll this for me, alright? Cool. Alright, so look, man, I'm finna do a crazy story time. So I'm gonna give y'all one of my juicy ones. When I was at a college and I did it to, you feel me? I messed around with somebody and they girl, you know what I'm saying? I hit somebody girl type beat. So look, I don't think she still go there now, but I ain't gonna say her name. But I forget what year it was, but it was one of them, like, it was like my homeboys and them, like, not freshman year, but it was they sophomore. So they sophomore year, the fellas and shit, they went to a certain school. So when I went up to their school and shit for a weekend, I think it was like a welcome weekend, the beginning of the school year type shit. Damn, look. Got my nigga N on this bitch, man. That shit popping up, gang. Hold on, let me see that shit. Shit popping up on my TL. Make sure y'all go watch this shit, man. And cooking, by the way. And cooking. Make sure y'all go watch this shit. We go to so after the event, it's a party and shit, and then after the party, everybody go to their dorms or whatever. You know, they just go do their own thing. So I'm with the fellas, right? And we go back to their dorms. They live in this like sectional type of thing. I think it was like freshmen and sophomores only type shit, or maybe just freshmen or whatever. And they had, you know, some girls and shit, whatever. They knew him. I guess they was friends with him. I don't go there, all right? Oh, shit. I don't go there or whatever. So, when we got there, we go upstairs and shit. Alright, so look. Damn, it's getting hot. Getting hot. Y'all wanna see a wave check real quick? Shit. Nah. I'ma wait. But look, so we go to these girls' dorms and shit that they knew. Let me take this shit off. Oh! The dorms. So it's like it's 3 of us. It's yeah, and then it's me. So my homeboys and shit, they walk in or whatever. I'm the last person. Remind you, I don't go there, so I don't know these people. I'm coming in last anyways. So I come in last or whatever. It's like it's bitches everywhere, like everywhere in the room. Like it's 2 on the couch. It's like girls in a room or whatever. You could tell they friends or whatever, but they just all over, like, you know, it's about 3 of us, and I want to say it's about 10 females. About 10 females. So we in there chilling or whatever. And my homeboy, he a greedy motherfucker. He ain't got no shame in his game type shit. So if you wanna eat, he ain't scared to ask. He ain't scared to go in your refrigerator. If he hungry, he gonna do that shit. He was like, damn, y'all ain't gonna cook nothing? Damn, we hungry or whatever. And then one of the girls like, I'll cook. So boom. Remind you, that's gonna buy us some time, because now we gotta stay for her to cook. Then we gotta stay for her to, you know what I'm saying, for us to eat. I'm here for a good time. So it's females everywhere. He talking about cooking, and one of the females said they cooking. shit, why not? So I stayed and shit. I'm like, bet, I'm single and shit, so I stayed. And was I single? Yeah, I was single. I was single or whatever, so I stayed. And let me light this dope up. Like this dope. Yes, sir. Hold on. So I stay or whatever, right? And then after, I want to say about 30 to 45 minutes of us being there while she cooking and stuff, I want to say like a good select a few left. A good select a few left. And on top of her cooking and shit, I'm trying to scope and see out of the females that's still here which one I'm about to try to slide on. Cause like I said, I'm here for a good time. Alright fellas, I ain't come here to play. I came here to fuck shit up. Alright, this ain't my school. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna have fun. Y'all ain't never gotta see me again type shit. I'm scoping or whatever and I'm looking to see which one I want. And when I see one, she dark skin, I usually don't, you know what I'm saying? But she was nice. And so I was like, okay, I want her. I want that one. I want that one. So you feel me? I manned up and shit. I threw on my Riz coat. You know what I'm saying? Threw my Riz coat on and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. I threw on my coat and so I'm playing it out. I'm playing it smooth. I sit by her. I'm like, you know, I introduced myself and shit. And she was like, off bells, off rip, I got a nigga. I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to cuff you. I ain't trying to change your mind to, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was telling her. But in my head, I'm like, I don't give a. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, you know, after she said that shit, I'm like, okay, maybe she not interested. That shit just threw me off completely. Like, I was completely thrown off. So the time fly or whatever, and the food get done, and shit, we started eating or whatever, and you know, my mom was so stuck on her that I wanted her still. And if she gonna play hard to get, I want that challenge, cause I'm gonna show you what this Riz gonna do to you type shit. My game, you know what I'm saying? I had to talk my talk to her. I'm a little rusty now, but back then I was, feel me, I was that nigga. But she, so we was talking or whatever, and we sitting down, I'm sitting down and shit. I'm like, you know, I'm talking to her and shit, normal talking. So I'm like, how long you been going here? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a sophomore. Come to find out, she is senior hanging with sophomore, which is cool. So I'm like, bet. So this is a senior or whatever, which don't matter. I don't care if she was a senior, you know what I'm saying? I wanted her. So that was my thing. You in college, you old enough, you cute. No, she wasn't cute. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted her because I was physically attracted to her, you know what I'm saying? She had a nice little, you know, she had something back there, you know what I'm saying? She had a wagon, so I wanted it. So, cut the so we get done eating, boom. Then it was me and one of my homeboys now, and then it was 3 girls. All right, one of the girls, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody want hers. I'm just say that nobody want that. She was good. She ain't have nothing to worry about. She went to her room and shit. Now it's 2 and 2. It's a 2v2 type thing right now. So I see my homeboy. He make his move and whatever. Boom. He on the bed. You know what I'm saying? And the other girl and shit. I don't know how we all ended up in the same room. I guess the 2 girls was friends. So I'm like, you know, and I'm like, I'm trying to think. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, she a senior. She don't have a room here. Like, and that's her friend room, so she just chilling with her friend. So with her having a boyfriend and it being late and she's still in the room and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a 2v2 going on, I'm like, fuck it. So man, I walk up to her, or I ain't walk up to her, I sat next to her because she was at the desk, she was doing the paper on the computer. Remind you, the lights is off. I don't know how I got off, but the lights was off. My homeboy he was in the bed with his little year, and you feel me, I was sitting by the computer girl type shit. All right, so I'm sitting next to her or whatever, and I'm talking to her, and so I'm like, how long you and your boyfriend been together? And she started laughing. She was like, why you asking? And I was like, I'm just curious and shit like that. And this is when I used to have my talk back then. And she was like, no, she was like, we've been together for a little bit. And I'm like, and I was like, how old are you? And she told me her age. And I think she was like 2 years, 3 years older than me at the time. And I'm like, you too young for a relationship. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm like, you in college. I'm like, it's a lot of shit you ain't experienced and shit. I ain't trying to say, you know, give it up, but I'm just saying, like, it's okay to have fun. So I'm talking to her, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm rizzing her up. I'm like, you doing these sports? And she like, she said no, she don't do no sports. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, so how your body like so in shape and shit like that? I'm like, you must be working out or something. She was like, no, I just be eating right. And I was like, yeah, I can tell and shit. And then I think she like did like one of them type of stretches right here, like one of them type things. And with me sitting next to her, I'm like, shit. I'm like, damn, you might as well give me a hug. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing it off. It was a little corny, but she fell for it. So she was like, you can get a hug. So I gave her a hug and shit. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, your skin's smooth. And then she was like, you know, because when I gave her a hug, like I kind of slipped my hand in her shirt type shit. So it was like I touched her, yeah, I touched her back or whatever when I hugged her. So she was, and I was like, damn, your skin kind of smooth. And then I'm like, she was like, yeah, it is. She was like, you can give me a massage. And I was like, right there. That was it right there. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to know type shit. So, so I'm like, bet. So with me thinking me, I'm like, I'm finna set it up. I'm finna be a W man and set the shit up. Cause my home, well, not really W man, it's my homeboy. He was getting his rocks off regardless. Like that nigga, he don't come to play. He be fucking shit up, nigga. I go in the room and shit. We leave their room, her friend room. We leave their room, and I'm like, we in the living room part of the shit. Yeah. So you know, when we walk out with me being a W mans, I close the door. Y'all saying, because my homeboy finna get his right sauce. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no interruptions. I'm giving her a massage on the couch and shit. I'm like, you got some oil and shit? And she was like, oil? She was like, what you trying to do to me? And I was like, I'm trying to make you feel good and shit. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. She was like, yeah, you talking too nice and shit like that. And I'm like, man, for real, you too young to be in a relationship. Like, I'm just talking that talk to her. Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. You know, she finally starting to give in a little bit. So she let me grab on her ass. She letting me, you know, suck on her neck and all things like that. So, boom. Soon as I make my move, like in her pants and shit, grabbing her ass and shit, I'm getting close to the cooch. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting real close to it. Her boyfriend called. So I'm like, fuck. So when her boyfriend called, she had him on speaker. And I ain't saying shit. You know, I'm paying I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm playing my role. So I sat there, so I'm sat back. You know, I'm anxious. I'm still ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm going right now. So, hold on. And he don't go to the school or whatever, so he a goofy anyways, you know what I'm saying? So he don't go to the school or whatever, and he like, he called her, and she picked up the phone, and he was like, bitch, I don't remember 100% of what he said, but he said something like, he was like, bitch, what you doing? You was been supposed to call me back. It's like 12 something at night. What the fuck you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know, some crazy shit. Like, he was just going off on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt bad for her because she was cheating. You know what I'm saying? She was cheating. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, you getting your feelings hurt. She all like, I'm still doing homework. What is you talking about? And since when you start calling me out my name, we doing this now? This what we doing? And whatever. You could tell he was insecure or whatever. So, with me being just the nigga that I am, or just be... Alright, with me just being a nigga, I'm like, okay, cool. So she hang up the phone. He's like, alright, man, whatever. So she hang up, And then I'm sitting back, I'm like, damn, I'm like, you be letting niggas disrespect you like that? I'm like, I'm talking my shit. I'm like, damn, I thought you was a gangster, you know what I'm saying? I thought you was G. And she was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't never do that shit. I don't know what's wrong with him and this and that. And I'm like, so what you want to do? I cut her off. I'm like, so what you want to do? I looked in her eyes. I'm like, what you want to do? She was like, I'm about to go upstairs. And then I'm like, damn, can I go upstairs with you? She like, no. I'm like, all right, bet. So she go upstairs. I'm sitting down on the couch and shit. I text my homeboy like, shit, I'm about to go back to the room, bro. I ain't, you feel me? It's an L for me. I'm gonna take my L. He was like, shit, bet. So I sat there for a minute. I'm on Instagram or whatever. I'm like, damn, like, I ain't gonna lie. I thought about still getting my rocks off still. But I'm like, nah. So I about to get up and shit. And then I hear a little knock on the door. So I open and she come back downstairs in a robe, bro. Robe. And she got on like, I wouldn't say lingerie, but she got on some fancy ass like bra and panties and shit and some little flops. So I'm like, woo. In my head, I'm like, woo. Hey, I'm about to get some, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ballistics. So she walk in the room or whatever. And I turn around, I'm like, so this for me? And then she was like, just sit on the couch. I was like, I ain't even say nothing. See, look, y'all thought I was gonna say bet. I ain't even say it. I walked straight to the couch, sat on the couch and shit. I sat with my little legs up, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready anyways. I'm back ready. So I'm sitting down and she sit on my lap. And then I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you about to give me the awesome jawsome? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you about to give me the awesome jawsome? And then she like, you know what I'm saying? What's that? And I'm like, head, head. That's what we be saying on the block, awesome jawsome or whatever. She like, no. She was like, you ain't my nigga. She was like, you got a condom though? I'm like, yeah. I was disappointed, but I'm like, yeah, I got the condom. So I threw it on or whatever. She got on that boy and started going crazy, bro. And then, bro, when I tell you, like, nigga, her roommates damn near ears was by the door, nigga. I was, nigga, what? Nigga, like, nigga, I'm going dumb. You feel me? Like, I'm a young nigga. I got energy. You feel me? We had a little bit of drink, so you know how it is when you drunk. Like, niggas know how it is when you drink. So, nigga, I'm going crazy. Things of that. And, her phone ring again, bro. And this is when I got mad, cause like this is when, you feel me, she about to, yeah, so I'm getting mad cause she can't get her rocks off now cause the nigga done call, he cop blocking her. So she stopped, she still sitting on me or whatever, and her boyfriend called and he like, you know what, I'm about to, be on my way and shit. He was like, you got me effed up. So he hung up, he was pissed, he was upset, he was very upset. So I'm like, man, F that nigga. Grabbed her cheeks and started going back again. So she cool with it, whatever. One thing, okay, so we having our sexual activity. We doing shit, all right, boom. So I finished, she finished. So after we both finished or whatever, like, she was like, okay, cool. Like, we had our understanding, like, you know what I'm saying, cool. So, you feel me? I'm at that bitch, like, I'm still chilling in my boxes and shit and my shirt off or whatever. And I'm not lacking, so I got it on me, so I ain't really nervous, but I ain't trying to make a situation if I don't have to. So I'm gonna take my time though, of course. So I'm sitting there or whatever, boom, and then she was like, you ain't gonna get up. Remind you, we still in her friend room. And I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get up in a minute. I'm like, how far he, how far he live? I'm thinking she finna say something like an hour to 45 minutes. She was like, this nigga stay about 20 minutes away. I'm like, all right, with the nigga being mad already, assume he finna be doing that bitch or whatever. So I get dressed, you know what I'm saying? I get all my belongings and things like that. I got it on me, I got it on me. I ain't lacking, I don't go nowhere lacking, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing about, he do not go nowhere lacking. So I get up, got my clothes on and shit, and I walked back to the dorm safely, you know what I'm saying? I took my time, I walked out safely. So, nigga, I get to my homeboy dorm or whatever, the first one that left, you know what I'm saying? I told, you know what I'm saying? I was like, open the door or whatever, he let me in. And he was like, what's up? And I told him and shit what's going on and shit. And he was just laughing. Remind you, my other homeboy is still inside the dorm. So when he got there, I guess when the boyfriend got there, you know, he thought my homeboy was there for boom, but he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He had his own little thing going on, and come to find out, the boyfriend, when he got there, he was tripping for nothing. He was like, damn, I thought you was cheating on me, and I'm sorry for calling you out your name, and this and that. And the reason how I know this, because my homeboy that was there told me what was going on. So he was just apologizing to her or whatever, and then shit, that shit ended that night. And then I remember on Snapchat, because I ended up getting her snap that night too, like the night I met her. Like first time I met her, and then all this shit went down. And then the next day she on Snapchat with him, and they all hold their hands on it. And it was just funny seeing this, like, damn, I really hit somebody bitch. Like yeah, it was intentional, I ain't gonna lie, but damn, it was just like, you know, me being a nigga, like, type shit. But yeah, that's a crazy little story time, you know, second time getting high. So I think I'm finna go get something to eat. Stay tuned, and like I said, y'all get 50 likes on this video, I'll do a part 3, man. YonYonTV up out this bitch. Gone.